Hi and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If this is your first time, my name is Marie-Christin and I'm really happy that you joined me here today. And if this is not your first time, thank you so much for coming back. I'm so excited to be bringing you another episode of In the News. If you're not familiar with the series, in this series of videos, I bring you different articles that I come across that I think will help you because they've helped me as well. In preparation for this video, I printed out the article and highlighted a couple of things that I wanted to make sure I shared with you today. The article that I'll be sharing with you today is from the Harvard Business Review magazine, and the title is, "In Interviews, Female CEOs Say They Don't Expect Much Support at Home or at Work." The very direct title of this article drew me to the article. I was thinking about how can female CEOs not expect support at work or at home? So I really wanted to understand the perspective that they were sharing and the reasons why. As I go through this video, I'll be reading some highlights and also sharing some of my thoughts on some of the things that I read. I want to read the first line of this article because I find it to be very true. It says, "Women who have already made it to the top say that the only person who will get you there is yourself." Let me read it again. "Women who have already made it to the top say that the only person who will get you there is yourself." Think about that for a minute. This article is based on a lot of research. I believe they spoke to about 150 global CEOs, so there's a lot of rich content in this article. I will definitely be sharing the link to the article in the description box, so please check it out. Another thing that drew me to this article was the fact that they shared recommendations from the women who had made it to the top to help us women who are trying to make it to the top get there. Some of the recommendations that were shared include the following. The first recommendation is own your ambition. I love to read this a lot. They actually said, owning your ambition starts with seeing yourself as a leader. Let's start with this question. Do you see yourself as a leader? If you are working towards being something, it is time for you to start seeing yourself as that thing that you want to become. You are a leader. I am a leader. Let's work towards it. From the female CEOs that they spoke to, they talked about how self-acceptance unlocked their ability to take charge of their own development. So accepting yourself, accepting who you are, accepting that you are ambitious and it is okay to be ambitious is something that they recommend to get you to where they are today. As part of owning your ambition, the CEOs shared 3 practical things that they did to help them be where they are today. The first thing was seek out stretch assignments, then learn on the job. They also said learn from people in your network. These are some practical tips that we can start applying today. The second recommendation and tip that the CEO shared was don't wait to be asked. They talked about developing the confidence to seek out those stretch assignments, going out of our comfort zone and looking for different opportunities and different things where we can bring value to our team. Have you been looking out for different opportunities and different ways you can help your team advance? That is what a leader does. A leader looks around to see how she can bring extra value to her team. Another ways the ladies shared their experience about not waiting to be asked was that they saw their potential for promotion. A lot of times we wait for people to ask us if we think we should be promoted. What about taking an active approach and asking for that promotion yourself? Don't wait for them to ask you. Ask for it when you think you're doing amazing work and you think that you deserve it. The recommendation that the female CEO shared was take charge of your professional and personal life. This recommendation is tightly tied to the fact that these women did not wait to be supported, but they went out and built support systems that helped them along their way. They talked about some of the conflicts that we face in our personal and professional life, and they encouraged us to choose where you want to be, choose what is important to you, choose what balance means to you, and then go out and look for ways to support the choices that you have made. A practical tip that was also shared for taking charge of our professional life was for us to build and expand our networks. I talked about the ways to grow a network in one of my other videos, so I'll share the link in the description box. The fourth recommendation that was shared was focus on long-term goals. They talked about the urge women aiming for leadership positions felt to give up and walk away. They talked about taking time off when you need to and going back to work and starting to build your career again. It is amazing to hear that a lot of women in leadership positions have also had to make some of the difficult decisions that we have to make as well. So take the time that you need, make the decisions that you need to make for yourself, and don't give up. It is important that you're planning not only for this year, but that you're planning for longer term. Where do you want to be in 3 to 5 years professionally? The fifth recommendation was to build a well-rounded leadership style. I love the way they put this, well-rounded leadership style. There are some things that come natural to us as women, the nurturing part, the empathy and all. What the article is also encouraging us to do is to build some of the leadership styles that are typically associated with being masculine. They gave some examples of those leadership styles. Some extra leadership skills that we're encouraged to build include the following: seeing the big picture, developing a vision, and honing on other strategic capabilities. It is really important that as women leaders, we start working on the extra things that people are looking out for that we can then bring to the table and show that we are leaders. Let's have a conversation. Tell me about some of the articles that you've read that you will recommend that I read or that I share with the group as well. Thank you so much again for watching this video. And before I go, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with all the great women in your community. Thank you for watching. Bye.